Anybody who knows this channel and me knows that I am a huge Terraria fan. I just cannot put the game down. That's why it's been like a year since the last episode. That's why I keep putting off playing the game, starting a new playthrough like I keep saying I'm going to, because the game kicks my ass and I'm afraid I won't have enough time to actually play it. Okay, alright, jokes aside, I do really like Terraria, but it does kick my ass and it does take a lot of time to play, so don't worry, I have actually begun a new playthrough though at the point of recording this, so it is coming to the channel again very soon. However, there is another Terraria game that was released. I wish it was released. This game was announced quite a while ago. I don't even remember exactly when it was announced. Hold on, I can pull that up. If I was a better YouTuber, I'd already have it up. Help me. Oh my goodness, it was announced clear back in December 13th, 2024. Jeez. So I just kind of want to show this off a little bit. There is an announcement trailer. There's also the Steam page, which might be the same video. I haven't actually checked that yet, but there is an announcement post here for it. We have development blogs posted here, so yeah, it looks like it's going to be really cool. So I just kind of want to go ahead and just cover this really quickly, very similar to my Hightail video that I did recently. So from the creators of the multi-award winning mining sandbox Core Keeper, a lot of people really like Core Keeper, so I know that's already like really hype for a lot of people. Comes an all-new mystical multiplayer adventure. Now it does say multiplayer, but this game can be played single player. It's very much like Terraria in that aspect. The game is called, and forgive me for most likely mispronouncing this, Kyora. Cross into a realm of ruins where every pixel is a tool to create something new. Mine precious resources, craft physics-altering wands, take on powerful bosses, and build your base by terraforming the world around you. So it does seem like, I'm going to use the words Terraria clone, but as you're going to see in the actual video that we're going to watch in a second, this game appears to have quite an identity of its own. It's definitely inspired from Terraria, but it's still a really unique take on it. Exploring Kyora, journey into the unexpected into a procedurally generated open world, carve into the earth or sculpt toward the sky and search for magical materials, craft matter manipulating wands, upgrade your gear, take on powerful bosses in control of each biome, the Heralds. Manipulate every pixel, let loose your sandbox creativity with pixel by pixel terraforming, build bridges to new areas, sculpt and customize your dream base with pixel materials, or even use your terraforming powers mid-battle to construct platforms and cover. Craft, build, and upgrade. The world of Kyora is filled with secrets. The further you venture, the more dangers await. To survive Kyora's forest-cloaked ruins and cross its blistering desert sands, you'll need to use each biome's resources to your advantage. Gather materials, forge powerful weapons and armor, plant seeds, and cook up recipes to help you traverse the wilds. So it sounds like there's most likely going to be an alchemy mechanic in this as well, just from that. Also a cooking mechanic. Team up with friends. It's dangerous to go alone. Bring your buddies with you to combine skills, creating fun synergies between wand abilities and up to 8-player online co-op gameplay. That's pretty cool. Okay. Alright. Let's cover the bad news. It's being published by Chucklefish. Now hold on. I know what you're thinking. Isn't Chucklefish the one that had Starbound before they destroyed the game and then disappeared off the face of the planet and only publish other people's successful ventures now? Yeah, that Chucklefish. However, again, they are only the publisher. It's a very similar situation to Stardew Valley, because Chucklefish publishes Stardew Valley. Now, that being said, that's not to say that Chucklefish has never done anything good. I'm just still salty that they abandoned Starbound, but the community and the modding scene especially keeps that game alive. So thank goodness for that, because the game has immense potential and it's a hell of a lot of fun. Just got abandoned by its own creators for whatever reason. I still don't understand why they dropped the game. But this, the developer, is Pugstorm, which, if I go to their Steam page here, you can see they're the ones that make Core Keeper. So this is actually some pretty good news to me, because just like Concerned Ape having his game published by Chucklefish, I almost said Cucklefish. That would have been awkward. Good thing I didn't say it. But yeah, so I know that's going to make some people be kind of weary because of the PTSD with Starbound being abandoned, but it is a completely different developer that's handling this game, so that should hopefully be redeeming. But let's just go ahead and watch this. This is the announcement trailer as far as I know. Reveal teaser, actually. One shown at the Game Awards. From the creators of Core Keeper. You'll notice right off the bat, this game's art style is incredible. It looks so freaking good. Oh, there's an alchemy table. Okay. There's some ore, there's some ruins. You'll notice that the digging mechanic is really interesting. It's almost like it's not pixel-based per se. I guess tile is a better word to use. It's almost like perhaps it is a tile system, but the resolution is cranked way up. So instead of one tile being one block, it's more like one block is like a really small tile, and that's how you can get all these shapes. That ending part is really, really freaky too. These are the screenshots. I'll just go ahead and go through them real quick. So as you can see, there is a crop mechanic here. Can you see my mouse? Yes. There's a little slime blob looking thing over here. There's some underground glowing mushrooms. There's probably going to be some pretty cool alchemy crop stuff that you can do as well. Treasure chest up here, some bones over here. It looks like there's things with either glowing eyes or just over my shoulder there. I'll turn my head this way. There we go. Now you can see. This guy's got a freaking flamethrower or something down here. Like, I don't know what the hell's going on here, but it looks like a lot of fun. Here's one of the bosses. Should probably look very familiar. Like I said, this game is highly, highly inspired by Terraria. It almost looks like all combat mechanics are wands, because both of these guys have a wand. This flamethrower must be another wand. This game does look like it has enough of its own identity to separate it. I mean, I know some people are going to be like, oh, it's copying Terraria as if inspiration is against the law or something, but oh, that looks like a pepper of some kind. These kind of look like, well, there's a better shot of one right here. Does that kind of look like a scarecrow or something? The heck is that? But here's two more characters. They're both holding wands again. It looks like combat will be mainly wands, which would make sense because they were talking about being a mystical adventure. So that's pretty cool. Oh, well, I say that. He's holding a flaming sword. So there you go. Some scary looking bats up here. Another treasure chest. This just looks so freaking good too. Like in a still shot like this rain might look a little bit messy, but picture that moving. Like that's gotta be pretty cool. And considering a lot of the other graphical choices they chose, the rain probably shimmers a little bit while it's falling too. Oh, and we're back around to the beginning. I don't know, the game looks freaking amazing. I cannot wait to play this. I swear if it gets canceled, Chucklefish, just let Pugstorm do their thing, please. I don't have the greatest amount of faith in Chucklefish in case that wasn't clear enough. But speaking of Chucklefish, on their website, they actually have this here, which is just a very quick write-up. First revealed at the Game Awards Showcase, so apparently it was actually revealed before the 13th of December. And everything else said there is stuff that we've already gone over. This is a new screenshot though, we haven't seen this one. This guy's holding this sword. I might have to zoom in on that, but yeah. Can't tell what's behind this character. I thought it was like a crop or something, but this is a building block. It would be weird if you could plant a crop on the ground, so this is a forge though. And then of course it is coming out in early access, but quite frankly, it's kind of a make it or break it thing for some people these days, but to be totally honest, I prefer this because it means that the game will be continuously developed, taking player feedback into account. So, and then it says, we'll be releasing more news on when we'll be targeting early access release. As far as I know, that still hasn't been a thing. And the Steam page that already closed doesn't have a ETA listed either. And then of course they have their links here that you can go and check out if you want to, but I just went out to the Reddit, mainly because they have development blogs here, which takes me back to Steam, so I apparently could have just looked it up from here, whatever. Yeah, see, this is going to be one major problem. People are going to say, yet another Terraria clone, but you saw the freaking footage and stuff. Like, this game has an identity of its own. Kyora, Wonderful World of Kyora. Hey everyone, Frederick here. Why am I so stupid when it comes to reading names? Welcome to the first day of Dev Blog. In these quarterly updates, we will pull back the curtain just a bit. sharing glimpses of what we are building behind the scenes. And whether you are joining us from Core Keeper, Starbound, or another game Starbound mentioned, or just stumbled upon us by chance, we are really glad you're here. First off, wow, the response to our teaser trailer from the Game Awards completely floored us. Seriously, thank you. It gave us an enormous boost to kick off 2025, everybody's favorite year. Screw 2025. So what's special about our pixels? Kyora is built around pixels, tiny interactive units of terrain you can directly shape and manipulate with pixel-level precision. You can use them to build whatever you imagine, dig your way out of trouble, or blow them up just to see what happens. We won't judge you. We've blown up more than our fair share. I'm gonna have to zoom in on these because I can't zoom in on Chrome. Use a different browser. All the other ones are slower for me. I don't get it either. It looks like they're building like a land bridge up to here. That's pretty cool. Love the graphics though. Like look at the particle effects. It's literally playable art. Carve twisting tunnels, secret hideways, sculpt abstract art after a few happy accidents. Okay. Now, they're boasting that the world is huge. I guess we'll see about that. I am curious to know how big the worlds will be, but unfortunately, besides these dev blogs, I don't think we have much more information. So, and then they end with this final teaser image right here. So that's pretty cool. Let's take a look at dev blog number 2. This one's written by Felix. To give some background, just like Core Keeper, Kyora is a procedurally generated game. This means that we utilize various methods to build a big world in a unique way for every player. And all of these methods fall under the umbrella of world generation. Think of things like the terrain, caves, greenery, resource, creature placement, points of interest, and the like, and you have an idea of what we're talking about. A key aspect of our games is a sense of discovery. At the end of the day, we are looking for a nice balance between the 3 A's, ambience, adventure, and action. Well, I think they nailed ambience. You can see that through the trailer itself. They have more images here. Looks like there's quite diverse character customization too, because every one of these characters looks drastically different from the others. Even though Kyora is also a 2D game, there's one major difference when comparing the play space to Core Keeper: gravity. Every single dynamic object wants to fall downward all the time. This means it's very easy for everything in the game to end up in a pile at the bottom, as we like to put it. To counter this, we need creatures that are able to navigate the world, but we also want to be mindful of it when designing the terrain itself. Things like avoiding certain types of slopes, adding fall stops and key locations, and in general not making everything too vertical. We are still iterating on these things, but we're very happy in the direction that we're headed so far. So there's like a gravity mechanic to actual terrain and stuff like that. Fascinating. Geez, the cave generation looks cool. It looks like this is a view of part of what the world would look like, and holy shit, it is going to be huge. Mind you, this is just one small piece. Like, dang. I'm seeing like wands and swords. I haven't seen anything else as far as combat goes. I mean, obviously they're not going to show everything, but it does make me wonder if those are your 2 options. And I bet like Summoner and Ranger playthroughs from Terraria are wondering if this game has any comparable feature set or class build or anything like that. Is this the 3rd one? Yep, environment design. And it looks like a lot of this is pretty straightforward. We're pretty used to it for being Terraria and Starbound players. Out showing how the environment sways. That is really, really pretty though. Like that is really cool looking. That's a giant freaking skull. That's awesome. Oh, there you go. Tool sets will be available in one form or another for you to try out in early access. I do like how game developers of games like this are embracing the modding side. Like they're viewing the game itself as a creative endeavor and not just the gameplay. This whole game looks incredible. Oh, devblog 4 teaser. Must be sound design. The left to right ear action going on there. Cool. Yeah, this game just looks really, really cool. I just kind of wanted to show it off and kind of read up on the developer blogs and such and just kind of show this. When Starbound already exists and has fracking universe, multiple races, and blah blah blah, need to make sure Chucklefish knows not to abandon games anymore. I do kind of feel this to a certain extent. I don't agree with the first part. I've never understood this mentality that is like, oh, but there's this other game that kind of looks a little bit like this. Like, you know, that all of a sudden invalidates this game or the one before it or whatever, you know? To me, it's dumb. I really don't understand that mentality. Like, here's one good thing. Here's the second good thing. Screw you, I only want the one good thing. Why do we have to have 2 cool things? It doesn't make any sense to me. I do wish that Chucklefish didn't abandon Starbound though. There's also this person here saying this is just Terraria 2. This is gonna follow it, unfortunately. I think they're prepared for that though. It's the same mentality where people are comparing Jack 3 to GTA for some dumbass reason. There's car, their gun, must be GTA. But anyway, oh, I like this one. Devs, don't listen to the hate. Yeah, I have a feeling they knew what they were signing up for when they started making this game. They knew shit like that was gonna happen. So, unfortunate. But I cannot wait for this game though. I wish we had a little more information on when early access started up. Like, I don't know if this is something that's going to show up soon or if it'll be this time next year before we see any type of TBA. All right, well, I will go ahead and leave the Steam link for this in the description below so that you can wishlist it if you want to. It looks like they're posting all of the news and stuff to the Steam page as well, so there's not really a need for me to link out anywhere else, so I'll just do the Steam page. I don't know if there's going to be a console release or anything like that for this game. I mean, it is coming out in early access, so if they do have plans for a console release, then it probably won't be anytime soon, but I don't know, we'll see. And speaking of Terraria 2, I'm really hoping Relogic makes an announcement somewhat soon. I hope Hightail comes out before then, because if I have to sit here and wait for Hightail plus Kyora plus Terraria 2 plus the Haunted Chocolatier, I'm probably going to explode. So let's hope it doesn't come to that. But yeah, so that'll do it for this one. So as always, like and share the video if you enjoyed. Subscribe if you want to see more, especially if you want to see more of Kyora, because if this ever comes out, I am going to be playing this a lot as well. Thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next video. Take care of yourselves. See ya.